Evening, folks. Today we're gonna do some sweet candied yam, and I know some of you don't like to peel yams or potatoes. So here's a trick that you can do. You take your paring knife and you just par around the yam like so to make kind of this round seal. And sometimes I'll do a side one too, like that. So then, and I'm doing 3, so I'm just gonna do 3 smaller ones. You don't need that side. Get a lot. Like that. Let's slice that one. That one should be okay. And then what I do is I take them and I put them in the fire. Just gonna boil for a second. And be back. You see my yams are cooking. And so one of the things is this is the trick to get the peel out. So I probably won't cook it all the way, because it'll take forever. So I might cook it for 5 minutes so that the peel will cook from the meat of the yam or the sweet potato. So, and then it's easier for me to cook, peel. And then I'll microwave the rest of the way. Alright, so what I did, I took the potatoes, I rinsed it in cold water, and so, which makes it easier for me to hold, and then I kind of wiggle the skin, make sure, and it should hopefully, once it's ready, just peel out like that. And so you have nice potato-less skin. You might have to take your paring knife and get some of it. It just means that I didn't let it cook long enough before I did it. So it could probably last a little longer to get it at one side done. The other side should also pull out. And so you just take the skin and you just push down on them, and that should potentially okay. And that should much better, right? So now you got a peeled potato. So that one didn't come out cleanly, but when they're cooked enough, they'll come cleanly. So let's wait for the other ones. Okay, I'll pull one more out. This, oh yeah. Potatoes. It's in cold water so you can touch it. And then put it all back on here. And let's see if we can peel the potato. So just kind of see how easy that is. Voila. And second side is always harder because and see how I cut in half, so it makes it easier sometimes with the long ends. So you can do that. Peel it off. Perfect. And that one came out a lot easier than the first one because I let it cook a little more. So let's do the last one. Much better. Look how easy easy that came. Yep. So, like I said, see how I had the split corners right there? Just push it back and voila. Woo. It's hot, 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 hot. All right, let me do some cleanup first. We got 3 nice sweet potatoes or yam for my candied yam, or candied, I like to call them yam instead of sweet potatoes. So, just gonna slice them this way, and I noticed, see, they're not cooked all the way yet, and so that's where my other trick, which is put them in the microwave for 5 minutes, will help. So then I just layer it on, make it look nice on a casserole dish. See. Should take you no less than, it's about 20 minutes, I guess, all said and done. You don't have to peel, which is kind of nice, but everything else, it's gonna take you around 20 minutes because you're gonna cook it for 5, you're gonna microwave it for another 5, and then you're gonna toast it in the oven on broil with all the ingredients on top. All right. Okay. I have a little room, so I'm just gonna squeeze it all in there. Squeeze it all in there. And we're gonna squeeze that in there. There you go. Okay. Good. Squeeze it in there. Those end pieces at the end. And then like that. Nice. These on the insides. Like that. Okay. Now I'm going to cover this in saran wrap and put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. So I'm going to show you while we're waiting some limeade, which basically is limes that kind of turn a little yellow. They turn yellow because they get exposed to sunlight. So, but I buy the Costco one and I use a lot of lime. So instead of waste them, I make limeade, which is just lime, sugar, raspberry syrup, or you can do grenadine, whatever you want, and voila. So, or even you can put Kool-Aid in there, and then you got your yourself a little limeade, a little extra for your bonus. Alright, what you want to do is then push on the middle and see if it's nice and soft. Once that's soft, then that means it's ready to go. Alright, now it's the seasoning. Just want a little seasoning, so you want to add some cinnamon. And I have some powdered vanilla. You don't need the powdered vanilla. You can do regular vanilla if you want. Just have some there. Here's regular Mexican vanilla if you want to sprinkle a little bit. Alright, now you're going to put the oven to broil. I'm going to set that so that it's ready for me. And all you have to do now is put your marshmallows on top. And these are the big ones. Usually I like the small ones if you can get them. Otherwise these I have to kind of cut because I don't want to be huge layer on top. Well, you can, but anyways, so just like that. I'll show you in a second. Alright, the trick to broil is, broil means it bakes on top. So it goes really, really fast. And so you have to constantly be in the kitchen making sure you're not burning. And what you'd want to do is, all you're doing is you're burning the top the marshmallows so they're nice and golden brown. Kind of like s'mores. Toss them in there. And every minute, not even, you just want to check it and make sure it's cooked. We'll be back. Alright, it's done. And you can smell it. Smell it, smell it. Look at that beauty. Delicious. And if you let it cool, it will be nice and poppy on the top, and it's ready to serve. Isn't that delicious? There you go. And different angles. Enjoy.